Welcome to Property Focus. I'm Kate Miller. Making headlines this week, Queensland's property market recovers from January's floods and investor opportunities ripen in Perth. But first, to our lead story. Australian property prices have continued to decline into the second half of 2011, according to the latest RP data Rismark Hedonic Index. The National Combined Capital Cities Index fell by a seasonally adjusted 0.4% in August to be 3.2% down over the year. RP Data CEO Graham Mirabito told Property Focus the result reflected an ongoing correction in the property market.
All in all, what we're seeing is a mild correction here of a country that post-GFC grew 12% in its property value, and therefore we're seeing a correction of that of about minus 3% we're seeing over the year. So it's a much softer landing than any other country, but a correction is what we're seeing. Now, given that underlying population boom that we've got, and the fact that property is constrained in as far as housing starts in the right areas for Australia, we see that the long-term demand is there and that there isn't a bubble.
Investor opportunities are heating up in Perth as the resource boom drives the city's population growth, placing increasing pressure on the rental market. While recent reports indicate that the strength in the state's resource sector is yet to translate into any real rebound in the property market, improving rental yields are catching the eyes of investors, according to Harcourts WA estate agent John Caputo.
I guess the yield's not as good, but in saying that, the yield's getting better. The yield right now is around about 4.2 to 4.9%, so it's getting stronger because the price has dropped a little bit, and with the rental market quite strong at 3.1% vacancy rate, we're seeing the rental prices are being pushed up so that the yields are looking better and encouraging investors to buy the real estate.
Almost 60% of Queensland homeowners affected by this year's devastating floods have completely recovered, according to Genworth Financial. The mortgage insurer's latest homebuyer confidence index recorded a 4.2% jump in confidence levels across the state. Speaking to Property Focus, Genworth's Ellie Comerford said the results were very encouraging news for the state.
What we've seen actually, and it's in line with that, the increase in sentiment, is that a lot of the people affected by floods have actually recovered. The survey shows that, but also for Genworth, what we're seeing is the huge, what we call cure rate in terms of how people are faring there after being granted hardships for a period of time. So that really is the fundamental. Queenslanders are spending less percentage of their income now on servicing debt, so that's actually caused the rebound.
And the October issue of Smart Property Investment magazine is now on newsstands. In today's market, which represents the best investment, real estate or stocks? We'll reveal which investment packs the biggest punch. Plus, find out how multi-millionaire Joseph Chu used property to go from modest migrant to $25 million magnate. All of this and plenty more in the October issue of Smart Property Investment magazine. Pick up your copy today. And that's what's making headlines this week. I'm Kate Miller. See you soon.